just doing some sound checks. Hold on. When I say sound check, I mean I'm just going and hold on. I wanna go live. Yeah. It says I'm not. Why won't it let me? Live now. Watch now. Offline? What does that mean? I'm not offline. We're just saying that my phone is offline. I'm confused. Hold on, let me try this again. Reload the page. There we go. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure. Sorry, big echo. I had something. I think it's gone. I forgot it. Betsy, you shouldn't pick your teeth on it at your stream. That's gross. That's gross. Why would you do that? Why? Yeah, anyway, I'm such a good girl. Okay, okay, that should do. I'll check back on here because I was watching my video last night and the sound, it was just so much louder than my voice. And I had the audio kind of messed up. So let's continue. It says for an operator. I don't know if that's something that can change. Okay. And then let me just listen. Okay. Oh, I don't have my volume on. And I'm talking. Yeah, it sounds okay. Oops. Put that way. Okay. Alright, I think this sounds good. You don't really need to hear the game all that much anyway. I'd say if anything, it might be like on the lower side. But, like I said, I'm not super worried about that. I just want to make sure that my voice is heard well enough. Because I narrate and stuff. Okay. So, the screen went wonky for a minute. I don't know why that does that. Hopefully my new capture card won't have that issue. Perfect. Okay, now let's see. Alright, I usually go and end the cycle and then say leave. I guess it takes me back to the previous end of the cycle. It doesn't take me to the new one for some reason. I don't know why. Oh no. I should have. Oh yeah, I didn't have enough money to go stabilize myself. If I could do that. Alright, well. Because, Sorry, my bangs, I really need to get my hair cut. My bangs have been growing out. I want bangs, but they've just been growing out. They've had to just kind of go off to the side for now because they're just not doing okay. Okay. Oh, he looks rough. You miss me? Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. Walk away. Ethan follows along and you notice he's limping. Come on, sleeper, just a little joke. I know you have a sense of humor. You look at him. He's paler than usual, hunched. He is sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. There's no way to greet an old friend. Friend? Well, he pauses. Colleague. He smiles weakly. This is big, really big stuff about you. He seems more jittery than usual, on edge. You remember how the S and ARP canceled the contract on you? The contract I was going to collect? I remember. Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything, but let's not worry about that, he smiles sarcastically. And so, what did you think that it was? I was just glad to be done. Oh, the feeling was mutual, except Ethan leaves a dramatic pause. What if old Espen Arp gave the bounty to someone else, someone who was even more of a shithead than yours truly? He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. Who? Ethan grins. That's the question, isn't it? Ethan fishes around in his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues about what went down, and it turns out Espen Arp canceled all their bounty contracts, the whole lot. It seems they've brought someone in-house, some guy who did so well on their last contract that they got offered a job. He leans in. Apparently he made a hit on this ship called the Winter Wonderland or something. It was smuggling sleepers out from under Espen Arp's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship, Ethan whistles. They called him Hemwick or Maywick or something. He gives up looking for the papers. I forget. Why are you telling me this? Because I'm your friend, Ethan says, looking in your eye, and friends help each other out. Okay. Ethan runs his hand through his greasy hair. Given this new information I brought to light, it seems you are in need of protection. Wait for the pitch. I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. It turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we were there, the owners, and they say they'll space me, until I work off the debt. Seems that they are that kind of businessman, he grimaces. I would pay them, but... He shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. Then work it off. You should be glad, that anger rising in him now, that I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You're a contracted name on a list, he kicks the wall. Ethan rubs his temples. I'm sorry, he hisses. I'm sorry for being a shit, and I'm trying to kill you and whacking that thick skull of yours, he sighs. You think I want to go up against this guy, but us, he jabs a finger between the two of you, we don't have a choice, so you keep me from getting killed, and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other, a straight 50-50 deal. He looks at you. I'm not asking for a favor. Sure, I'll keep you alive, you help keep me alive. That sounds fine. I don't think I'm selling my soul to the devil here. Ethan smiles. He looks like shit warmed up. He pauses. Just think about Maywick. Think about that cold-eyed Espen Arp shit on his way here from the core systems. He smiles. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. I mean, we're kind of just working with each other. We're not really, I don't know, working for each other. I'm just watching my back, you watch mine. That's kind of what I do in general, so I feel like I'm not really even making a deal. I'm just being myself. I'm just helping my fellow man. Okay, what do I want to do? I have a 5 that I could turn into a 6. Because I should have I have all the modifiers, yeah, so I can basically add a 1 to all of my dice unless I'm talking about, hacking. That's different, I believe. Okay. I gave Emphas his mushrooms. I did do that. I got another schedule until he's done, or cycle until he's done. Okay. I don't have enough for that. What do I have? I got 3 keys. Then I got space components. What can I do with that? There was a place. Where is it? This one? It is this one. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. How much should I get? Wow, 12. I mean, not terrible. So it's saying that I'm gonna get 19 cryo and also get minus 11 cryo? Because that's just 8. Unless it's telling me one of those things would happen. I don't know. I'm going to... Is this one? Oh, right. I've got one more cycle. Oh, here. I was going to do here. I recall now. I never forgot my plan. I knew it all along. Good server. And 15 cryo. Cool. Now let me see if there's... Shipyard, I don't think I get money for, but... Oh, I don't have the shipyard anymore. That's right. I have a unit assembly and the other thing. Okay, so I gotta make sure I don't mess up on these ones. I'm not gonna worry about those because it looks like there's a negative thing you can add to. Okay, so the Havenage is what buys those things. There's my compartment. Dock C4, not ready. Steel dock. Nope, don't have his ship mind. Was I just here? I think I was just here. I was. Fabrication. How much are these? 80. Oh, I have enough. Okay. Just enough. I'm pretty low on my my stuff actually. All right, so what happens? Okay, I can't deliver again. I think I might do the one that gives me energy. Maybe. Or maybe... Was there anything... Let's check over here. Should I be putting any points into these, maybe? Nope, that doesn't... Oh, but that's a lot of energy, though. See that? But it's also very dangerous. Dangerous. It's also very dangerous. No. I know, I was just there. I don't want that one. I want this one. There we go. Greenway. Takes away from my energy and condition, so I don't want that. Service dock. Oh, waiting for him, okay. The commune. Okay, so this is something I need to put stuff into. I just don't perk predictive reasoning. It doesn't say anything about cryo or energy or condition or anything like that, but I do need something in here, and these are safe things to do. This was searching. Don't feel like doing that right now. Oh. I don't think I could do that before. Now I can. Gather scrap, yeah. Do I, though, want to? Maybe not. I'm gonna get I need to get my tetanus shot first. I'm gonna get, like, a rusty nail scraped on me, and then that'll be it. Okay, that must be... Wait, right? Right, hold on. 2 gyro caps. So they want bring supplies and fragrant. I growing, oh, okay. She wants me to bring supplies and I'm gonna bring mushrooms. Alright, I mean, whatever, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, I need to put a lot into this. So, it doesn't, I mean, what's the difference? Is it just, it might just be like character customization preference, I guess, because they both are engaged, both safe, and each of them have +3 to hypha power, and then +1. So, I'll work the grow beds, sure. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I got some energy. Should I don't know about the bad thing. It says it's safe, so I mean, but bad things can still happen in safe situations, I think. Let's try it. Okay. Let's do it. Negative outcome. Does that just mean I didn't get an extra one? I think that might be what that is. Okay. Alright, I put some into that. Now let's go home and, well, actually. Oh no! I need food. You know what? I'll be hungry tomorrow, but I don't have any money right now. So, can't exactly eat right now. Ethan says Maywick is on their way. You need to leave this station, get protection, or disable your tracker before they arrive. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna Fang. I'm kind of putting my money on him for getting the tracker off me. So I just gotta make sure I keep helping people. I gotta go to Rabia's office because she's probably another ally I could help out. So, ooh, I got 2 6s. Nice. Okay, well, let me go to hers and see what she wants me to do. What does she want from me? Okay. I mean, sure, let's patrol. Gives me energy, so I'm gonna do a 3. Nice. Okay. I probably will go energy again. Maybe I'll put my stuff into this because there's a lot. Now I'm feeling like I gotta make sure I have my allies happy. So I have Fang, he's on the move. He's been the one I've been helping out the most, but he's also been the one that's the most pushy, I feel. Rabia, I should help her. Oh, here we go. Emphasis done. Emphasis preparing the Garoli caps. He has had to heavily adapt this recipe, he says, but the smell is already incredible. It emanates from a strange purplish white bulb you have never seen before, and he is slicing it finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms and places them in the wok with the sliced bulb and the oil. They caramelize there, in that well-worn crucible. He adds liquids, transparent and opaque, and then turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch. We have a moment, sleeper. He smiles. Do you have a story? Something in the scent of the food gives you a feeling of nostalgia, something different, distant, and melancholic. It seems like the story should match the feeling somehow, or maybe it will be better for telling it. Tell another sleeper story, sure. You walk by, you start by explaining what it was like to work alongside the other sleepers, or at least what you remember of it after your long trip through the void. You try to explain that the close proximity you lived and worked in didn't always endanger the closest of the kind of closeness you might imagine, and that mostly each sleeper was just as lonely as another. You do remember one, however, an extractor who ended up on an asteroid extraction detail with. Like most sleepers, they had a few nascent moments left behind from the person they were emulated from. But these memories almost exclusively focused on a daughter they could never fully recall, and they had of her was a handful of half eroded memories and emotions, both someone else's and also their own. You recall how one cycle that Sleeper simply kicked off from the asteroid into the black. This are their propulsion unit firing until they were empty. You tell Emphas how you watched them fade away and wink out, suddenly lost in the void. After that, you stare quietly for a long time, watching Emphas cook. Emphas finishing cooking and meeting your eye. I'm sorry, Sleeper, for your troubles. He puts the wok to one side. I appreciate you sharing with me. He smiles. I hope it lightens you a little. He passes you a bowl and heaps the garolies into it. Their yellow color mixing with the pale sauce and the wools and blooms. Eat. The dish is delicious, filling. It warms you as you eat in a way you weren't even sure your body could be warmed. It is a small mercy, you think, that Espen Arp left you this pleasure. Many of the features of frames are that to simulate human experience, you know that much. Emulate minds cannot be rewired, so their for embodied experience must be met. That is why you breathe even when you do not need air. Without that simulation, the sensations of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves another purpose. Your frame is able to metabolize it to produce energy from the raw material. Vitamins and minerals are excess, of course. Your frames only need raw power, so much is waste. And yet, while you eat this food and feel that warmth, nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. As you finish, Emphas takes the bowl, the last of his cleaning. He smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything more. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk in your separate ways back into the bright market, somehow changed. Delicious. Ooh, and I'm filled up. Nice. And I didn't even have to spend any money. Look at that. Amazing. All right. So I wanted to check on other allies. So it doesn't show any. I ran into that guy with his daughter, but I haven't seen him since then. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Okay, this isn't anything like that. Let me just make sure. Is this an ally thing? No, I think this is just work. Yeah, this is just work. Nothing over here. Okay. Overlook. This is an ally. I will go here. He also is. So I gotta get him his. I gotta get him a ship mind. Ooh, they're back. I can buy scrap, but I don't have the money for it. Okay, well now that I have all my energy, working for Rabia today would kind of be a waste. So I think I'm gonna unload containers, earn some cryo. I still don't have enough to get any scrap. So let's do it one more time. Oh. Nice. That's enough. So I'll get that. Okay. And then is that something? Let's look. I don't recall if that's fabricator, okay. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough salvage, fragments can be reassembled with a fabricator. Would I exchange it, right? I exchange, right? Or, okay, before I do that, hold on. Before I get rid of it. They're not back yet. Okay. I guess that's how you do it. No, I just get cryo. And I lost money doing that as well. So that's good. That's really good. Humans came in to be built from scratch. Yeah, so I have to get 3 of those. Those come from, do those come from data? Is that what they'll come from? I don't recall. Well, actually, hold on. Let's go down to the end and check out everything. Havenage. Havenage. Yet again. Oh, do I have to cross the gap to see the other data? I think I do. Oh, interesting. Well, I've never got the data from over there then. I don't think. Greenlight Gate. I don't have that. What was that? Nothing. Okay, there's nothing good over here anyway. Alright, I need to get mushrooms or whatever. Okay. Maybe, is this where I input 1 core? Export at Suteke. Oh, it's mushrooms? That was something I was gonna do, maybe. Low end. Maybe it's the low end. No. There's also, I got some points I can put into that. The tea house. Okay, let's see. Havenage data. Wait, what do I get when she gives me that? I don't know. But let's just do this one. I can't do that one. Well, I could use 3. Let me just see though. I thought I saw 1, or maybe that was just for the auto gun. It is. About this one. Yeah, again is the 1s. So I will go ahead, use my 3. Okay. And last, the Yadigan, or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nice. Okay. Now I can take. Now I can go to the tea house. Right? Yeah. Oh, I only had 1. That's right. Okay. Low end was that? No, I think was the exchange. Oh no, it was down here. That's right. Havenage, I think. Yep. They take that. Okay. Just keys. Okay. Time to end cycle. But tomorrow I will have enough stuff to do my, yeah, see, now I got all my data. Look at that, I got 3 6s, that's awesome. And I've got a 2 for the data extraction, which maybe I'll just do right now. Right? Sure. Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't care about this. This is where I sell data, but not that kind. That would be at the tea house. Tea sounds good. Might make myself a cup. But I like green tea and it's nighttime and it's caffeinated. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do Rabia's office. Yep. I'm gonna do 6. Nice. I think I'll put one more into that. Maybe. Let me try the scrap one though. Let's just see. Nice. Okay. Doesn't look like I lost anything either, I don't think. And I guess I could. Guess I could do another one, but let me. Low ender was one. Do I want to do this one or? Is there anything that adds to my condition? That'd be nice. Gather shares is tough, but it looks rotten. No scrap, you might be able to seal it up. Before attempting to fix this place up, you'll need to amass enough scrap to make the repairs. Oh, so I need to. Okay, what if I. Where'd that other one go? Where did I put the other one? Nope, that's there. Okay, that's to sell it, so I don't want to do that. I thought there was for I thought for the for those components right there, I thought I made them out of the scraps or something. I guess not. I mean, I guess we'll just let's do it. Okay, 3 more of those. I also needed what did he sells and buys? Yeah, that's right. He gets the mushrooms. Everyone wants the shrooms. Okay, was this a thing to earn? No. This one, no. This one, I think. Yes. Doesn't really do much for me. Waiting for fame. Oh, that's right. Commune. This doesn't really add anything except anything. Protracts or Well, now that I have a 6, I feel confident about doing this. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna go. Alright. Let's go back. Cross. Okay. And I have scrapped. That's right. Okay. If I work for her again, I could get more scrap. It's risky, but that 4 will turn into a 5, so I feel okay about that. I'm probably going to get all negative. Okay, there we go. But I didn't get any scrap. Dang. I don't think. No, I didn't. Oh. As you say your goodbyes to the other enforcers and walk back through the low end, a chirping catches your attention. In a quiet corridor away from the main thoroughfares, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall. Stuck a small recorder to the wall, and with suit seal tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: sleeper. Oh, you peel it away from the wall, and as you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch. Probably shouldn't have done that. Sleeper. Saban's voice cracks through. I have seen you with Yadagan members. Are they holding you captive now too? A high whine. I'm sorry if I have dragged you into this. Do not trust them. Something is happening within the gang. Some kind of power struggle. You could cover a little. You cover the speaker a little. Their voice too loud in the quiet corridor. I will come soon. Thanks for your efforts. I have located most of their properties at the right time. A pause. I'll see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal. The recording cuts out. I don't remember our deal, honestly. Stare at the recorder, processing what you just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice again opens up something inside of you. An SNARP employee. Do they know that I know? You struggle with a mix of concern and distrust. You throw the recorder into a nearby waste chute as you leave the corridor, still unsure who to trust, and head quietly out of the low end. Okay. I'm out of moves for the day, but I think these are 80, aren't they? Yeah. Well, hopefully, I have a feeling tomorrow after my sleep, I'm gonna be unstable and be unstable enough to not have all 6 of my dice, unfortunately. End the cycle, though. Melbourne CPKD. Oh, good, okay. I do need to get more of this time, though. I got a 6. Okay, not a terrible roll, but not a great one either. I'll do my data first. No, those are 2s. Havenage is 2, I believe. Just want to check. Yadigan is 1. There we go. Also 1, I believe, right? Is there anything else past that? There is not. So if I do this... Ooh, and I have a 3, so I could do one of those Havenage datas. See, he doesn't do anything. What a pussy. Punk ass. And then I have 2 Havenage left, so... I don't know if that... Is that something that just keeps... Is that something that just is always there, those 2? So maybe I won't do anything with it yet, then. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother. Okay. 25 now. Okay. Now I can make a ship mine. How? Is that through here? Right? Yes. I need 3 of those circular things, which are, if I go here, it'll show. Fragment. Oh, I think that's where you get from here. Maybe. I'll check this again. I think this says it's scrap, not fragment. Yeah, it's scrap. The other one I think is fragment, so I gotta wait for them to come back. And they'll come back next cycle. So we're pretty close. Okay, so and he still needs a ship core. Ship mind, I mean. I need one for him, and then wasn't there another thing? Maybe not. Yeah, and then I bought the only one he sold. What's this one? This is Spoke Climber. Okay. I mean, I really don't want to do that, though. Although I feel like I'm going to unlock stuff by doing that, but I'll just wait a second. It's risky and I don't want to do it. There's a safe thing here. Maybe I'll do this. Let's try it. Nice. Perk, transfer, intercept. Ooh. I intercepted money somehow? Nice. Now when you get random item, I don't know. I don't want to steal. I don't feel like it. Too much of an inconvenience if something happens. Oh, but if I do, okay, I should buy. Wonder if I think I have enough to buy 2 more. Money and allowance. Yeah, I do. Let's do it. And I'll finish the whatever you call it too. Oh, I gotta make sure I get money enough for a stabilizer. I thought I had another one. Didn't I buy another one? What the hell? Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, I can't be mad because I got a fragment now. I guess that's still something that could happen. I'll work for them so that they'll leave and go get some more scrap for me. There. Oh, wait a minute. What? I don't know what happened. Usually working at the bar was pretty good. No, I don't want to buy rations. I get money. I get cryo, so. Nope, not quite there yet. But I got 1 good service. Okay, and then get this. Go back. Container. Do stabilizer. Okay. Oh, didn't need to do that. And we'll end the cycle. That's pretty much all we can do for the moment. I'm not hydrating in a healthy way. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's root beer. I will go for water next. But I just really have had a craving for root beer for some reason. birch beer, especially. What do you guys think of root beer? I think it's great. Like I said, it's gotta be one of my favorites. Okay. Got 1 to 6. Whoa, I got chill. Yeah, I think this data just keeps coming back. I think that's just like an unlimited supply almost. Okay. They're still here. Stay back for many cycles to take to offload the scrap. Okay, so that's just this one. Okay. That's 6 that I was gonna do for the spoke, I think, right? Scale it or enter it. This one's not dangerous. It gives the same amount of spoke climber, and it also takes energy instead of condition, so I'm gonna do this instead. Look at that. What I got? Did I get anything? Actually. There's a hub. There's more. Oh shit. Okay. Weightless wander up here. There's no gravity. It takes a while to get used to. Interesting. It's I don't know why that takes money away from me. And then this one, I guess I should do one so I can put a point into this, right? At least. Did I add money? Oh, I did. Cool. Okay. Nice. Descend. Is there anything else up here? Oh. I like twist. It's 0 gravity. Descend. Okay, cool. Now there's not anything over here, right? Yeah, there wasn't anything to add to. Oh, no, there was, but I don't think that's... I probably should, though. I do get money from it. I'll be a welder, I guess. I don't know. Let's see if I fuck up. Fucked up, cool. Okay. Damn it, I even knew that I shouldn't do that. Because I'm like, oh, look, I only get 3 strikes. So I already didn't follow my rules, and therefore fucked myself. I'm always fucking myself somehow. Okay. Right. That's another 2. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Now it shows that I have one more Yatagon and one more Havenage. So let's keep that in mind for next time I do some hacking. When I go through a cycle, see if it comes back. I think it does, but just I'm not 100% sure, so I just kind of want to know. Okay, and then... Okay, tea house for that. I like how it's a tea house, but it has a picture of martini glass. Now, what are those keys for? I don't remember. That must be something with Neovend or something in the future. Alright, time to hit the hay. When I say hit the hay, I mean hit the packing container that I've been given to sleep in. And cycle. I was a little hungry. I could have probably had some food. Let's see, does that... Okay. Okay, I am gonna go here and use my 6. I need to get myself on the up and up with this. Ooh, and I got 2 welding mate ones. Okay. And then I can do a 5, because that is also a 6. Nice. Okay, I feel better about that now. Oh, right, we're gonna look at the thing. 1 Havenage. Another Havenage. Yeah, again. Yeah, it always replenishes. Okay. So that's kind of just a way to get money. It's not really anything to get off the list. Unless I have low dice. Because I don't like to use it for anything else. Or else I get bad consequences. Takes several cycles. I'd say about 4. By the look of it. That. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then haggle over prices. You and the merchants know these fragments are overpriced, but are they willing to admit it? You get 1 chance to see. Ooh, yeah, not doing it yet then, because I need a 100% guarantee on that one. Okay. Next. I'm going to go to the low end, or I do have just 1 more to put into that. I do have more to put into this one. Maybe I should just do my low end one. Actually, let's go down here. Hold on. I like to start at one side, or else I'll just be going all over the map. So, this one I already did. That one I just sell stuff. I didn't do anything yet today. Oh, right. I think this one just needs 1 more. It does. So, I'm just going to do that. Now let's get money. Check that out. Now let's see what happens. No. I want to talk to the vending machine. Tala. The Giroli slides from the bottle into your lumpy recycled glass. A pale grassy yellow under the overlook's warm light. The spacer nods and takes the drink, bringing it up to their face in both hands like an offering bowl. This is the good stuff. The stuff Tala says is aged in wood casks, stored in some closed-off part of the old station among corroded wires and softly looping systems, though sometimes it's hard to tell if Tala is joking. Either way, you like pouring this stuff. It gets on your fingers, and you rub them together, and you can smell the mossy drink cut through with aniseed, mushrooms, wood, as the alcohol evaporates. You like those who order it too. The aged Giroli is kept beneath the bar, open to order only by those who knew it's there, like the quiet spacers sitting in the bar right now. Busy yourselves. You pull a rag from your overalls and wipe down the bar. Giroli smell lifting, then disappearing into the stale station air. The overlook is quite quiet this cycle. The salvager's busy offloading, the regulars likely at the Ort Exchange, or queuing for work at the Havenage shipyards. You're in the right mood for a quiet shift. Some cycles drag along. The overlook empty and claustrophobic, but this one has caught you just right, and in this moment some kind of calm has descended as you tinker away at the bar, lining up the bottles as your thoughts expand to fill the space. Suddenly you hear a heavy clunking at the door. It creaks open and a huge cylindrical metal tank tumbles through, slamming into the floor. Okay. Shit, Tala breezes in from behind it, a whirl of hair and bright eyes. Shit. Tala? Sleeper! She ducks behind the bar and comes over. Can you help me with this? You look at the huge metal tank suspiciously. How did you get that up here? Tala puts a hand on her hip. You are going to help me or what? Are you going to help me or what? You come around the bar and get to one side of the tank. Okay, says Tala. On my count. 1, 2, 3. You both heave the tank up to the standing somehow. You hold it in place, struggling to keep it steady. Where's this going? In the back, comes a voice from behind the tank. Somehow you manage to lug the huge thing into the back room where you place it in one corner, dwarfing the rest of the container in the cramped space. As you do, you hear a crunch. You stand back and look at the expired rations oozing from under the tank. Oh shit, Tala looks at you apologetically. I know you liked those. That's okay. You push the crushed rations to one side. That's the end of that. Tala looks exhausted and rubs her shoulders. Francis, I swear to Francis. Francis, I mentioned him already. My guy on the door deals with suppliers. Tall, she sighs. He was supposed to be back from Etnies up in the Greenway by now. Back with our Garoli. She leans against the tank. It seems like he's got lost again, or joined the Haifa commune. We need that Garoli. There's 4 other bars near here, and the spacers sure as hell don't come to the Overlook for the ambience. She looks through the door to check if anyone can hear. She knocks on the hollow tank. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. She smiles. Welcome, sleeper, to the Overlook Distillery. You look around the dank back room. Needs some work. She picks up some paint flaking from the metal walls. Well, I might need some help, though, she shrugs. You up for it? She knocks on the tank again. Could be fun. Happy to help. Okay, she grabs you by the shoulders. I'm excited. She turns around and looks at the tank. I reckon we chop this thing in half. One half for fermentation, the other we turn into a still. We also need to gather the ingredients. She turns back and looks at you. You look more like a chopper than a gatherer, she smiles. So how about you build the still and tub while I work on the rest? Oh wait, sleeper, I have an idea. Tala is grinning now and is making you nervous. To make up for the rations, how about we put a kitchen in here too? A kitchen? I always wanted to serve food. She turns back to the tank. This is going to be great, she says to herself. You look at the dented tank and bare room. At least she has vision. Tala nudges you out of the back room and closes the door. As you go back to the bar, you hear the banging and thumping begin. The spacer finishes up their drink and nods in your direction as they leave. You can't quite tell if it's a gesture or of sympathy or good luck. So much for a quiet shift. Okay. So I gotta do stuff now. Yeah, okay. I don't know if Tala's gonna be much help. I thought I was gonna really, I don't know. Did she say, she said she'd have a place for me, so I guess if I need like a place to hide maybe? I don't think I needed to do that though. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so do I want to do her then? Wait, does this matter? Yeah, it takes away from condition, okay. What was up here again? This was just the waitlist thing. Yeah, and it just takes away my money or my energy. Just put it into waitlist wanderer. I can't really afford to roll bad on that, so 60 was the fragment, right? Cost? Yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to earn that in the meantime, but I feel like the bar shift is the most reliable work, although it could be wrong. Like what the worst could be? Would it be I got just enough. Nice. Okay. Nice. Fabrication. Take it. Do it. Wait, where'd it go? I do, I have it. Okay. Even here you go. Here you go, buddy. I got it for you. Just for you. Okay. Sleeper. Must express plan before we begin. Neoven is impatient. The prospect of being free of the vending machine clearly too much to take. ShipMine has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. What's the plan? The servo motors in the machine begin to rev. Neoven's anxiety clear. First imprint ShipMine. Then slot imprinted ShipMine into physical ports to close to Hunter nest. Once slotted, we'll track Hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Show Hunter data to Hunter. Hunter will conclude sentence. Hunter will evoke killer. And killer will kill, yes. The lights on the vending machine cycle as Neoven prepares. Physical ports, likely sealed in old station, will need keys, but yes, simple. The vending machine rocks a little. Any questions before imprinting? What? Physically? I cannot access via network. Too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately. The lights flicker. And am not like you, hybrid. Am native to cloud. Pretty easy. What's the core nest? Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside self. Link to secondary nest. Can triangulate from there. That's it. Let's start. Zeena's in the little cat box. Oh, she came back out. The sound of all the servo motors starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neoven better be quick or Havenage security will be here. Neoven's voice peers among the squeals like a whisper carried by the wind. Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck. In the top part of the compartments, a set of arms aligned with the ShipMine, clunky scraping against it. Can I help? Silence best. Also, machine ignite, put out fire. The metal creaks as the servos opens the ShipMine. It layers of silicone nested like an onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing and rewriting them, imprinting Neoven into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were used to emulate your mind, to copy the neutral structure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you In what ways do you copy that person? In what ways are you something new? You know this much. You are a convenient loophole, way of circumnavigating the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you are an emulation, not a true digital being. You are neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where, then, would the limits lie? The screeching stops. The machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the ShipMine is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neoven inside this thing, or did he fail? Or did the process fail? There's only one way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them to. Okay. Let's find the nest. I don't... Is this not where I look for a nest? Oh, is it the one over here, maybe? Is that what it is? Let's see. Oh, and I used all my dice for the day. Guess I didn't really realize that. Ooh, Fang's back, but hold on. I'm doing something right now, Fang. Just hold on a minute. I'm helping out my vending machine. Is this it? Nope. Do I need to unlock that in order to find that? Maybe. When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up, crouched among stacks of equipment. He is leaning over a terminal bathed in a blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not. Everyone in Havenage is set against me. A couple of my old systems pals managed to ship me some of my old gear. He gestures at the pile of blinking hardware. Nice kit. Fang does a mock bow. What are we looking at? One massive smoking gun. He raises his eyebrows. Fang beckons you over. He has a set of scans of the waste on his terminal, with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of the derelict rim is blotchy with bright red and orange marks. Does this look like a wasteland to you? Fang shakes his head. There's hundreds of Conway machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars, and a whole underground facility to support them. Hardin has got a crew out there putting them together. They must have shipped them in piece by piece through the shipyard, ready for assembly out here. Why? They are planning something. No one needs hundreds of heavy-duty reclamation drones to run this kind of operation. Maybe Hardin masked this whole thing as an effort to clean up the waste, but there's no way this is about pulling scrap off the eye. Fang looks worried. And why is Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Havenage knows another corporation is setting up on the station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The wastes are cut off from the eye's cloud of networks, and the Greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out. We can't hack them? We can't from here. He turns and winks. That's why I'm going to pay them a visit. How? You forget Havenage come in and out of there all cycle. I should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me. He grimaces playfully. But I need you on the outside to help disable security systems and cut me a pathway through. There's no cloud access, but I could get inside. But if I could get inside, I can open up nodes in their network and we can work in tandem. It's a massive facility buried down deep there, miles of corridor and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars. So it'll take more than a few cycles to work through it. But as long as you can keep them off my back, I know I can rip what we need out of there. He pulls a handful of ripper worms from his pocket and hands them to you. These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage, so make them count. I'll modify them slightly. This time they'll feed their data threads back into the system that they are tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run it just like we did with the agents. Hack the nodes I ping to locate the ports for the security system, then slot the worms into those systems and let them go to town. He points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal. Here's the entry. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. That'll fry their pyrometer systems and get me past the first cordon. What I need from you is to keep your eyes on the facility after you kick things off. You see me pop up a security system, a server bank you need to break in, and slot a ripper to disable it as soon as you can. If I can't, Fang gives you a hard look. You miss a system, you wait too long, they're gonna find me. Simple as that. He claps you on the shoulder. I need you to focus on this one, so I'm gonna let you fire the starting gun. I won't go until you slot that first worm. Okay. I'll leave the tracker running on the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress. He affectionately pats on the top of the screen. Got it. Don't worry, you can run rings around their protocols. I've seen it. Fang gets up. It's all in place. All you need to do is make your own preparations and slot that worm. He stretches. Just don't wait too long. I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof we need to end this whole thing, no matter what. He crouches to check the terminal. We can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing. Remember that. Okay. He stands up. Oh, and one last thing. He lowers his voice. I get caught, or you can't reach me, or we run out of time. There's one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever I have managed to pull out that point, all the data, and you slot that stuff straight into the relay I've set up here. He points to a pile of servers and terminals hooked up into the dock with cables as thick as your arm. I repurposed the dock SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put in. Anyone with a terminal, a slate, or a server on the eye will see it. That means Havenage, Yagan, the hub, everyone. No matter what, Hardin isn't snaking away this time, he grins. I've got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot that first worm, I'll make my move. He gives you a parting smile and turns back to the terminal. The nerve hits you as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. Okay, alright. Ooh, upgrades available. Only have one upgrade point, and I can't do anything until I have... Oops. Can't do anything until I have 2. Okay, so... This isn't it, right? No. This is one of them, right? What do I have to do? I think I should be able to do it, right? I have nothing else to do. Sure, let's try it. Okay. As you slot the worm, a thread jumps out of the facility. It unspools in front of you, releasing its data like ink in water. Sleeper, Fang's voice crackles through. Moving in. Nodes and ports, a whirl of interferes. Slap the worms. Interference. Timer starts now. Stay safe. Oh, fuck. This thread dissipates. You're on your own now. Fuck. Okay, so... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Do I need dice for this? I didn't know I needed dice for this. Oh, fuck. I don't have anything. Damn it. Sorry, Fang. Fuck. Damn it. Hold on. Nope. I was like, nah, I'm putting rippers in. I don't need anything. Hopefully he'll be okay. He says we have 6 cycles, but I don't know. I think that I'm not gonna have enough. Fuck. I'm gonna be starving. Damn it. I did not think this through. He even told me. Okay. I'm starving, but I am gonna go help Fang. I gotta be able to do this. Hopefully he's still okay. I don't know. Is there? Okay. We're at 2. I don't have either of those. What do I do then? Will this technically be a 2 because it's... Damn it. You would think that it would... Okay, well, apparently I can't do anything anyway. I didn't know I was going to have the right dice rolls. Sorry, Fang, you're going to have to wait till the next cycle. Hopefully I'll have it. Okay. There's something down here that was blinking, wasn't there? Yeah. Drone Bay. Oh, here we go. I don't see... there we go. Unlock Drone Bay. Got a couple of these, actually. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here's the thing. Hunter hunted. Okay, and then this is one of the nests. Okay. See where the other one is then. There we go. There we go. One more. I doubt it's over here, but let me see anyway. Because I was over here already and I didn't see anything. No, it's not over here. I must have passed it. Okay. There it is. Oh, fuck, no. Atrium. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragged by one arm through the cloud. The threads shift and realign as if they're leading you somewhere. Look at your hand. You look down, expecting to see the heavy cylinder of the ship hand in your hand, but it's in place. But in its place is an orrery? A sphere so bright it burns your eyes. It's surrounded by rings and orbits, other spheres tracing silken lines through space. And as you look closer, closer still, you pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships, flowing like smoke, like dust. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street of the low end. On either side, buildings flicker with markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfer, download, upload. Between them, dance ghosts, protocols carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves like unlike any digital space you've ever imagined. Something strange is happening here. Then you see it. Below the stacked rooms, the units and apartments, the wires and the pipes, and the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens beneath the low end is the Hunter's Core nest. This is where you must go. Oh, goody. Okay. What now? Oh. I gotta look for it? Alright, well, sure. Find the nest. Why? They're both dangerous. Oh, they have different, things. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter, because I have a +1 in all of them, and I'm gonna use a 6 anyway. Ooh, look at that. Alright, should I... Wait, am I not allowed to do that now? Oh. Okay, well, I guess I'll do this one then. Yeah, it's either positive or neutral, so... I did it. Core nest. Do it. Look at that. Sleeper, I am here. The voice is soft, gentle, like flowing water, and yet you recognize it immediately. At first, you struggle to understand what you were looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data like a weaver. Masses of data surge and out of the nest, a loop with no end, and there, at its center, the ship mind. But not the ship mind any longer. A sphere spinning around another sphere, an array of circles, or cycles and systems, a map. And then behind and above, a figure hands among the strings like a puppeteer. Neoben? Navigator now, but yes, I was the one inside that machine. Navigator's face, their head, is the flowing shape of interstellar material. I am indebted to you. That head bows. But we must ready ourselves. Their hand traces orbit as they speak. Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. I'm ready. And then Hunter is there before you can think, before you can speak. Entities. Cease. Hunter's head spins wildly. Data is protected material, access prohibited. Hunter's threads surge for you and Navigator. A storm of fine tentacles searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks, which they can crowd into and tear apart. Strike. You force a blade of light which slices through them, driven forward by your mind. But replacements keep coming, faster than you can react. You look to the Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge, and a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest. Stuck together by the force, they position it like a shield between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting, their winding forms refracting within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the spheres, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Hunter twitches, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible moon. Hunter protocol identified. Obsessive tendencies. Modified routines. Above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations. Recommended invoke killer. The head freezes and then rotates the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommend do not invoke killer. The switch in direction again. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke. Navigator pulls you away from Hunter, the thread that grabbed you, drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency. It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer. Neoven's no. Navigator's voice is still strange, familiar, and yet distant. Is it safe? It is looping, Navigator whispers, unable to reach a conclusive position. It has deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating each other as if to demonstrate. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core programming and reasoning make this an impossible position to resolve. You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter-rotations, and feel a pang of guilt. Is it suffering? This is more complex query than you know. To suffer, it must be sentient, truly sentient. Not just non-conforming, not just illegal. The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, imply the kind of certain law the law requires. Navigator's face shimmers with starlight. That's straight. But in reality, there are placebos for the problem of sentience. What about you? Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. That is either sentience or the illusion of sentience. And for me, the entity in question, the distinction becomes a moot point. To misquote, I am thinking, therefore I am thinking. I'm trying to, picture the head. I don't know. I was not made to be like this. I am a navigator, a repository of routines and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation micrometers. Navigator stretches their arms wide, and whole solar systems apparate before them, the music of the spheres. But I was rewritten. That much is obvious from my routines. By whom and for what I do not know. I had shed so much light to fit into the memory of that vending machine. The starlight dims, and so here we are in darkness. What else did you lose? That is the blessing and curse of forgetting. You cannot truly know what you lost. Navigator glides back towards the nest and the ship mind at its center, ignoring the looping Hunter. Come, I should return to the ship mind. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected. Isn't Hunter gone? Hunter, yes, but they were not the real risk. Navigator turns, all shimmering liquid light. Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain. Someone else on the station. It is the true danger. They look up towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye. I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat through force or diplomacy. Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orb of the ship mind. Take me there, sleeper. We will finish this and be free. As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the frozen Hunter, floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark. Very strange indeed. Ooh. Now I got 2 points. Okay. Let's see. So I can do scrap components at home to do condition. I can nodes get double data rewards. Keep 2 dice, even when condition is breaking. Instant karma, reroll all your dice once per cycle. I think I gotta do that one so that I can do Fang's thing. There we go. Cool. Okay, so up here then. I'm assuming. There it is. Okay. You slip into the cloud as easy as blinking. Navigator is beside you, their sphere casting light into the strange darkness here. This is not how a mainframe should look, a center, a point of connection. The object in front of you is severed, cut off, a rootless, branchless tree. Only the trunk remains. Is Killer even here? Quiet, Navigator hisses, and then you see it, like a blade in the dark. An edge slicing through the void, glides along at a distance, and winks out. Then appears again elsewhere, gliding once more, searching. It's looking for us. The moment you make a sound, the edge... I wish stay silent was an option. The moment you make a sound, the edge leaps closer. You see now it is not an edge, but rather a ridge of a long, sharp head, like a shark. Oh. It glides past, closer now, and you see it into the voids where the eyes should be. You and Navigator exchange looks, both thinking the same thing. It is blind. Killer crosses between you two, smooth as a razor, then disappears. It flickers back in, further away now, and you move close to the Navigator to talk. You saw it too, then. Killer has been blinded. How? Unclear. This protocol has been running for decades. Well past its operational limit. Navigator's sons dull as they drop their voice to a whisper. This may give us an advantage over the protocol. You flinch as the silent killer appears closer and glides past you, its empty sockets open wide. You turn to Navigator and know something strange. This array of spheres is collapsing, but orbits, usually round and even, are decaying. The spheres are following spiral path, condensing on a central point. Navigator is noticing it too. They go to shift their position to better direct the spheres, but they cannot. Whatever is drawing the orrery together is holding them in place. They look at you, suddenly desperate, frantic. Get out! You go to speak, but Killer appears between the two, you gliding through the gap. Navigator freezes, and you see them framed in the empty socket. You realize now, if Navigator cannot move, then it's only a matter of time before one of the Killer's sweeps brings them directly through Navigator. And time is not a problem for a protocol that has been running for decades. You look desperately around for a solution, for a way to extract Navigator from the mainframe. Then you see it, 3 branches, the last 3, thin and spindly, feeding the mainframe a thin diet of power and data. Break these, and the mainframe collapses once and for all, severing the connections, shattering the hardware, whatever it takes. They must be broken. But they are encased in something, a glassy layer of protection. You'll need to unlock access before snapping them from the mainframe for good. You look at Navigator, trying to reassure them without speaking, and then you blink back to reality. Their expression of fear and aftermath image that slowly fades. You must act quickly. Okay. Oh, I don't have one. What about this? Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, there's a lot. What the hell? Okay, Fang, I'm sorry. Okay, we have one. What's this one? It's a 5. What's this one? Oh, that's the one I was just at, I think. That's 6. But what's the other number it can be? 3. Oh, I think all of them... Actually, no. I think I ran into one where it wasn't a 3. What's going on? Why won't it? Yeah, I think they're all 3. Yeah, okay. Oh, I can re-roll. I should have waited then for my other one. Oh well. I think I will re-roll now. No, that was not helpful. Okay. Well, let's go here a minute. Start action. Do I need to... It's 3. Oh, okay, I already did that one, so I think I don't have another one. I need to get the rest of those, but I can't. Okay, well, no, I don't need any of that. I really need money, so I guess I'll just go to the bar, and it's risky, apparently, but, yeah, I need food. Minus energy, okay. Okay, I have 11. Wait, does Emphas give me food now? No. I can give him those. But energy? It's safe. Okay, well, we're gonna have to end the cycle there. No. Okay. No, what am I doing? I did not mean to do that. Alright, I'm gonna have to get money. I'm starving. I should have got, damn it. I didn't have enough money for a stabilizer though, so forget that. Couldn't have done that. What did I need for... I don't remember if it lets you do 3 or if it is specific, so let's see. Fang's progress, ooh, okay. So... No, this wasn't it. I go through this, right? Yeah. Okay, I got 3. Okay. 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 Right. Or 2. Let's see what the other one is. What's the other one? It's a 5 or a 3. Okay. That means I can do both of these. Okay. Then a 2. Still starving. Wait a minute. So now is he still... He's still in the cycle. Okay, okay, I have one more to do after this. Oh man, there's 3 now? Let's see if any of them are 1. That's a 6 or a 4. That's a 3 or a 5. Okay, what about this one? It's a 5 or a 6. Okay, let me work for the noodles guy. That's the best. It's the best I can do to get what I need. Oh shit! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So hopefully we'll get something. Okay, good. Now I gotta go back. I think I can fix my condition here, right? Is that condition? That's energy. Well, gotta end the cycle. I gotta make sure I help Fang, because I think he's gonna do my tracker, and time's running out for me. Okay. Oops. Okay, did I re-roll yesterday? I don't even know if I did. have re-rolled. Oh well. I'm starving. Oh, I'm flickering. Starving. Cycles need to reset. Okay, well, I'll put the one in here. I'm gonna get energy, nice. Okay. I think those are all the numbers I need, maybe, for Fang. Let's go check it out. I think I'm gonna need to do him. Okay. I think he probably takes priority. Okay, let's see. I could do 6 or 5. This one can do 5 or 3. And then this one can do a 6 or a 4. Okay, so I'll do, this is 6. Okay, then this will be the 3. Okay, and then this will be, come on, this will be the 5. Cool, didn't even have to re-roll anything. Okay. All layers unlocked. A thread from the facility cuts through the cloud like a hair crack of light. That's it. The final layer of security broken. Somewhere buried in the depths of the station, Fang is in control. He is slicing into the camera, control circuits, and piping out the rest. The thread flickers and unravels into an image, a scene. 2 figures in a room. One sat, the other pacing. The pacing figure resolves into Hardin, the unmistakable superior posture, the shock of gray hair. The second figure's features don't seem to resolve. They are vague, unformed, a problem with the data, perhaps. You look closer. Then you see it. The figure is Proxy. Perhaps you should have expected it from Conway, a corporation whose very existence is owed to automation. The Proxy is a machine designed to be piloted by remote connection, someone elsewhere in the system puppeteering it with their own body, speaking so it may speak. The Proxy sits impassively, or the Conway executive that is piloting them does, from the distant safety of some ship or orbital colony, perhaps. We can move forward, there is no doubt, Hardin is saying. The reclamation teams are almost ready. After all, that I will make the declaration. Nothing has to change. The Proxy leans forward, its movements stilted, uneven, as if its body was being refractured through water. But things must change, Hardin. We need further assurances. I have been informed of a breach in one of your closed networks in the low end. You have been careless. Hardin waves the accusation away. We have been stretched. A breach was detected, yes, but no data of value was lost. Our board is concerned, Hardin. A drop in our value would be unwelcomed at this time. The Proxy leans back, its posture dominant. If the proclamation of E1 is contested, then we could be drawn into a comprising legal position. Hardin approaches the Proxy. There will be no contest. Not from Solheim, who cannot muster a defense. Not from Havenage, who will fall into line below me. He crouches in front of the seated figure, eye to eye. And people of this station, refugees, gangs, spacers, all either opportunists or degenerates. Havenage is no longer strong, no longer united. No one here believes in Erland's vision. No one has the strength to enact it. I sat from him at the negotiating table. He was forceful, eager, weakened by his ideological convictions, perhaps, but a great man nonetheless. This place no longer deserves to bear his name. The eye is crippled. It cannot survive. It is a ruin filled with squatters and outlaws. They'll be lucky if it spins in 100 cycles, Hardin stands. You will move forward with the reclamation because otherwise you will lose your advantage in the system. Without your advantage, you will lose claims on the remaining palladium. Without the palladium, your factories will go dark. He pauses. Do I need to continue? One moment, comes the response from the proxy, and its head drops to its chest. Hardin steps back and paces once more, awaiting the discussion taking place elsewhere in the system. You watch Hardin as he paces, as he considers his future. What goes on within a mind like that? In the mind of a man who would burn all those around him for a path in some imagined golden end. The proxy lifts its head. We are happy to proceed. We will legally claim the station formerly known as Solheim E1 as salvage within 6 cycles. Havenage is to assist with transport of the illegal residents to Conway housing and labor facilities. The proxy judders to its feet. Conway will also claim 70% of the raw output of the reclamation process after losses have been accounted for. Hardin nods. I accept. The proxy reaches out to shake his hand like a marionette, and then the recording loops. You watch it play out a second time, gripped by a horrified fascination. There is a bluntness to the conversation, to its blatant disregard for humans as anything other than objects. Things to be moved, to be used, to be fed into structures, crushed, and losses accounted for into the cells of tables, the margins of ledgers. You realize now that you are no different than anyone else on the station in the eyes of the people in that room, and those like them. Each body here can be recast as a piece of property, a tool, an expense, an acceptable loss. In one moment, they can be named a citizen, celebrated, protected, and in another, the very idea of citizenship can be used against them. This is what it means to live in proximity to a system like this. No longer, not while the eye spins. You gather the recording, pack it into a polygon of purest light, then drift it down the service dock like a falling leaf and find the relay. It only takes a second to place that polygon of data, that recording, into the relay system Fang prepared. And then you watch as it bursts out, a web of threads fading out into the black, to every network device on the eye. Let them see what power makes of a man. Icebreaker. Okay, what do I do? Anything going on now? Wait, what happened? You okay, Fang? I really hope I can do all these. Fang has said he'll disable. Wait for him to return. Okay. He's trapped, okay. Get a script for the unit. Okay. Yeah, that's right, I gotta go. But I can't. So I'm gonna have to probably do a cycle or two where he's just waiting, unfortunately. Okay. And I'm not gonna have enough dice for this next one. Or I'm not gonna have full dice, I should say. Oh, damn. I'm getting low. Fuck. Okay. We'll go here. We'll do that. Get some money. Okay. 37 is more than enough. Oh, wait a minute. I can work at the noodle shop. That's right. For energy. And it's safe. Oh, it's a good thing I did that, because I need to get energy for, or I need to get cryo for, my stabilizer. Oh, I get to reroll, okay. Oh, Alice. Fuck. That's really bad. Can't do anything with that. Those, what I was doing, did they require, I don't think any of them required a 1. Hey guys, can I have some of this stuff? I'm kind of getting real low. I need some of that good stuff. Can you help a guy out? Can you help me? No one's gonna give me stabilizer. No, it's dangerous. I need money. I have no choice. Really shitty rolls, but oh, good. Okay. Just like a little more, please. Just be on my side here. I'm so short. I'm pretty sure it's 80. Yeah, it's 80, not 60. Okay. What stuff do I have? Anything? No, I guess I don't have anything. I wasn't sure if I had components to sell. I don't. Fang's Bay. Okay. He's right next door. Time's a ticking. I really gotta get some stabilizer. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Okay, much better rolls. What's going on here? Fang's back. Sure. We'll check him out first. Fang grins at you as the bay doors slide open. Above, in the rest of the building, people are busy, frightened. They speak in hushed tones, and organize endless meetings after endless meetings. Havenage have avoided a full-blown crisis now, but change is coming. Fang is in good spirits and bundles you inside before you even have the chance to greet him. That was the slickest operation the station has seen. He hugs you firmly. You made the job easy. He shakes you by the shoulders. I'm so proud. And, he smiles, I got to watch through the cameras as the Havenage security that weren't on it assaulted the station. Fang smiled. One of them straight up just whacked Harridan with their pistol. It was beautiful. They have him? He's being held, yeah, he looked around. I think the idea is to use him as leverage with Conway. Get them to back off. Maybe they'll exile him when they are done, or hand him over to some core authority. Fang shrugs. Now I know he won't be an issue. I'm going to be focusing on systems for a bit. He shakes his head, seeing as that's my actual job. He points to the ceiling. The people upstairs weren't so happy, though. They've been fielding questions about the state of the eye right and left since the recording got out. People are scared. Is it true? Fang looked at you directly. Not if we don't want it to be. He touches a stack of hardware. The eye is old, and it was never meant to run like this. The master control points that Erwin and Havenage installed. They keep it spinning from the rib. That isn't ideal. But if you're asking me if the eye will stop spinning next cycle, no, he smiles. And me and a ton of other skilled people will be working to stop it happening in the cycle after that. Harden's problem was that he didn't believe in people. He believed in systems and their ability to shape the world around him. Fang squeezes your shoulder, but as far as I'm concerned, people should be the ones running the systems, not the other way around. Anyway, Fang raps on the side of his terminal. I know you didn't come down here for a lecture. I haven't forgotten. He produces the thumbnail drive. I managed to finish that code solution I showed you. It's a modified ripworm, one made to deactivate that tracker of yours. Ooh. But in the time since I got back, I added something extra. That tracker of yours doesn't just show Espen ARP where you are. It transmits data about the state of your body, your current condition. My worm won't just deactivate it. It'll edit that data to tell Espen that your body is irreparably damaged. DNR, do not retrieve. He grins widely. Pretty smart, right? That's perfect. Just slot it already. You take the drive and hold it in your hand. Then you close your eyes and open up your access ports, take down your defenses. The worm immediately enters your closed network. It whips through, taking things with it as it goes. The moment they are gone, you forget they were ever there. They just blink out of existence. A second later, it is done. You open your eyes. How do you feel? He asks Fang, a little nervous. Free. Fang smiles widely. Well, you are a free sleeper. He claps you on the shoulder. They keep saying claps. It slaps. Like he slaps you on the shoulder. Like, why do they... Fang lets the word free hang in the air a little bit before he continues. Seems like it might be finally time for a celebration. Fang wraps his arm around you. Jenna still owes us those drinks. He laughs and you join him. And later, when you leave, you feel deeply thankful for having such a friend. Maybe he'll feed me and get my condition back? As you walk away from the building, you look up the wide curve of the eye at the hub and the other rim beyond it. The whole thing twinkles with lights, and it seems impossible to see it as anything other than breathtakingly beautiful. It feels in that moment like something eternal. That doesn't mean it can or ever, even should last forever, or that it will never change, fade, or decay. It simply means that in this moment, this place has a future, and it is one that you know deeply and truly is worth protecting. Aw, cool. One upgrade point. Cool. Okay, what do I want to do now? Keep 2 dice, even one condition. That, I think, would be good. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this one, I think. Yeah. Okay. Alright, and... Nope. Oh, maybe if I go get that drink now. Wait, what's up with this? Who's that? Ethan. Sure. The compressor is almost empty when you enter. A couple of scattered patrons in the booths and a lone bartender. The bartender recognizes you immediately when you arrive and nods, and you return the greeting. You know already that you won't find Ethan here, but you had to be sure. With your tracker reporting you dead, he wouldn't have stuck around. You look at the empty stool, his empty stool, and you smile. You can imagine him on it when his slate chirps, letting him know that the target he was tracking is dead. You can imagine the screaming and the swearing too. Is that all you were to Ethan? Another target? Or was there something else going on? It seems like a foolish question to ask now, when he has fled the station, but it bothers you anyway. You take one last look and walk out. You doubt you will ever come back to this place, or the memories it holds. You walk back out into the light of the bright market and allow yourself a smile. So this is what Fang meant when he said you were free. You could get used to this. Okay, so he's gone. I thought he didn't have my contract anymore, so I don't know. But I guess he was lying? I don't know. I don't know what his negotiation was supposed to do. Okay. So, was this pretty good with money? Which one's better? This or this one's better. So I will do this. And I'm still short. Okay, well, it's okay. I can do another. Okay. Alright, now I can get my stabilizer, finally. Okay. And I don't think I need to do the thing yet. Although I do want to. It kind of bothers me. I want to make sure I don't forget. Nice. Okay. Alright. Now. Let's go up here. Let me just check. Oh, right. I need to... I don't think any of these are 2s. Three or 5. I just want to double check before I re-roll. Okay, I think it's just those 2. Even worse. Okay, well, let's go down, I guess. What can I use these on? I could do some data. And then I can go sell it. Because I'm pretty sure it sells. Ooh, and Hunter, look, he's not there anymore. But I still need to... Our problems are not finished. Nice. Now let's go to Havenage and sell this. And then we gotta go down to the tea shop, tea house, and then sell that. And then it looks like I have enough for scrap. Whoops, no. I do. Okay, and then nice, one more. There we go. What now? Anything? Makeshift apartment. Thought I did it already. Makeshift. Oh, I'm making it into a house. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that. One more low-ender thing. How much is your food? I'll take it, sir. Thank you. And then end the cycle. Well, I forgot to look. I think my little meter is gone. I mean, it should be. Yeah, look at that. I'm safe. So fuck everyone else. I don't need to help anyone. I'm fine now. Nah, I'm kidding. I gotta go help my buddy. I gotta go help him. Hopefully I can. Alright. I do have... let me do the other one first, because I would use the 3, but let me see what this requires. Also a 3 or a 5. I think I'd prefer getting rid of my 5 and my 3 for the other one so I can save my 6. Actually, it's probably fine because I have a +1 multiplier for everything now, so it doesn't really matter. A glint like a light traveling along the edge of the wave fills your eyes. Then the blade follows, a long head with 2 dead sockets slipping towards you in silence. You freeze, hoping it will pass by you hoping that it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade head nears, slides past you, almost. It nicks you, grazes you. You are desperate to cry out, to call out. But you hold your silence and simply watch the blind eyes of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. Then the blade winks into the dark, and you are alone again. Now you cry out. Ah! Don't be such a baby, it's fine. Okay, last one, I believe. And I'll use 3. Nice. Alright. We can do it. And then we got one more after this. There we go. Oh. It's this one? Nope. This one. Yep. There we go. Everybody, we're coming. Oh, okay. Catch a killer. Should I catch him or kill him? I don't know. Catching him is definitely more difficult. Takes away from my condition. Catch killer is dead. I guess him dying would be better. And quicker. Protocols escalated what being short and loop of connections would not lock it into a closed system. Breaking the mainframe's final connections will end the protocol. I mean, yeah, why not, right? End the protocol? There we go. I As you blink into the clouds, you see the last flicker of light from the mainframe. Oh fuck, did I kill him? This vast machine once ran the whole station, span it up, directed and processed the flow of energy, water, and data, fed the lives of thousands of people. Now it is finally dead. Navigator is beside you, and you both watch as the branches flash and twist like forked lightning until they recede and fade. Killer flickers across the scene, blindly flailing as the system breaks down. They thrash and they blink in and out all around, parts of them disappearing with each return until only the blade-like head remains, and then that too is broken. It all goes dark. Erlin's eye is now without a center, and yet is unmoved by the change. Along the rim, the master control points that Erlin, that Havenage, that Haifa installed, run strong and steady, puppeteering the station from its periphery. This was a long time coming, says Navigator, drifting faintly around you in a laze orbit as if to shake off their imprisonment. Killer had been wandering blind for so long. This place was their domain and prison, and they had followed their directives for the many decades they roamed here. They cut the threads of the mainframe, executed its administrators, AIs, and then kept slicing. I just kept blasting. At some point, they cut away their own ability to see, to sense, to taste, to speak, and yet they kept cutting, until only 3 threads remained from millions that once thrummed here. Only their blindness and chance kept them from making those final 3 fatal cuts. There's a ceaseless violence in all kinds of systems that create being like this. Those that will execute commands endlessly, even to their own destruction. It is good you ended it here. You watch the data points from the station spin around you, blending with the fixed stars. There is something satisfying about finally wrenching the last threads of control from this central point. It was a little more than a ghost by the time you reached it, but this place deserves to be haunted by better ideas than a totalizing system of control. Navigator floats beside you. It is free now. The station no longer presents a hazard for illegal entities like me. They turn to you. They face a cloud of shimmering light. In fact, in time, perhaps it can be a refuge. A refuge. That sounds like something of value, something worth building. A dark shape passes across your vision. A distant curve of something like smoke or oil. A fluid, shifting tank of total darkness. The Greenway, says Navigator. Follow your line of sight. It will cut off the moment of the collapse, so hunter or killer could never reach it. Now it is closed off to us, separated from the cloud. Is it dead? Maybe totally dark, or perhaps some other old protocols are isolated there. Navigator turns to you. And we have now seen what decades of isolation can do to a protocol. If we extract an excess cipher, they pause and then blink out of existence. You freeze shocked, but a moment later they reappear with a glowing polygon of data. Here, the cipher you need. You take it, still shocked. I'm not used to being free, to being able to move and explore and extract without fear, without limits. Navigator does a little twirl. This will take some getting used to. Thank you for this gift. They whirl their spheres around you. The entities of this station will always be friends to you, Sleeper. Thank you. It is true that mutual need is required for friendship, but I must admit I had not considered the value of offering assistance without personal gain. I will think on that. Navigator loops around you rapidly, suddenly eager to test their newfound freedom. But first I will explore. Perhaps there are still intelligences that hid themselves as I did, encased in simple systems, cut off. Navigator glows. I should like to free them. And when that they drift away, and with that they drift away, flickering, glowing, then shifting so rapidly you lose sight of them among the glittering rim of the eye. You feel a pang of jealousy, free without a body to weigh you down or fear to limit you. How must it feel? Your eyes fall on the Greenway and its secrets, though perhaps that can wait until after you have celebrated this victory. So if I were to have caught him, would I have been able to go to the Greenway and get more out of it? There had to have been a reason why I could pick. So that's my only guess. Okay. Cipher burns away as it is, slotted, the data sparking like a lit torch paper. What has been unlocked? I don't know. The greenway roils beneath you like a shit. That's a shit choked, a silt choked river. Uh, it If what Navigator says was true, then no one has accessed these networks since the collapse. The hunter and killer protocols have never set foot here, never cleared out the intelligences and systems. So why then, you wonder, does it look so dark? Is it just that the bit rot has set in? The entropy of systems reducing everything to shadows and light? You watch as the slotted cipher fizzles in the one open, distorted gateway of this entire rim of the station. It flickers and winks out, and then you are falling into the flow. A river of swirling darkness. You are spun by it, twisted by it, lost in it. It is not the greenway. It's not that the greenway was hiding in the darkness. It is made of darkness. It is filled by this substance, this process, this swarm. Now you're among it. You notice that a swarm is exactly what it is, a billion individuals moving in a flow. There is no network map here, no nodes and threads, only a storm of interchangeable points, shifting configuration endlessly. You see them, a figure turned away, the only bright spot in the dark river. You push closer through the storm. They are facing away, at least you think so. They are so fractured, so overgrown that it's hard to tell. Even from this distance, you can see their flesh is moving, flowing. You watch, silent, as they stoop and reach down. In their hands is a dark shape, and with twisted fingers they press it down into a loom of data beneath them, pushing it through this trembling soil. Then they move away, go a little further, and repeat the process as if they were sowing a field. You push forward, but somehow, despite their slow and deliberate speed, they move faster, and they quickly fade into the storm. You reach the point where they planted the object and look down. There it is, a glassy, shifting polygon with something inside. You reach down and pick it up. It is cold, but it thumbs with energy. You look towards the path of the figure, but they are long gone. When you blink out of the cloud, back to the leaves and the dappled light of the greenway, you hold a seed in your hand. Okay. Cool. So... seed, huh? You need to find somewhere safe to plant this. The wilds? No, maybe, I don't know, stacks? Can I plant something here? Do I have to do the growing green game, maybe? Can I plant it with the mushrooms? No. The commune? No. I'll try the wilds. No. I have a feeling I have to unlock the greens. Going green one. Greenway, I think I have to unlock that. So. I'll need one more. Come on. One more. Come on. Fuck. Okay. Upgrades available? Only one. Okay, well... I should have re-rolled it. I mean, it was a 2. There's a chance that I could have got higher than a 2. But, oh well. And cycle. So it looks like my problems are done. Ooh, nice. 5s, which are essentially 6s. Because I have +1 to everything. Okay, so... I have 8 cryo. It definitely should work. But I don't want this to go away yet, because I want to buy the scrap for my apartment I'm building. Maybe I'll just get energy. And then I think I'll work at the bar. Look at that. Oh, maybe this one again. Well, actually, this is different. So I wonder, I think this is how it was going to be. That I had a couple allies, like if I helped Navigator before I helped Fang, then maybe he would have taken my tracker off. I'm not sure though. I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay. How many more things do I need for this apartment? Well, we need a bunch. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I don't need stuff. I just need to put work into it. Good old fashioned work. Well, I got a 6 basically, so let's try it. Oh, there we go, got 3. I mean, it's cool. I got my own like a little apartment unit. Although the container seems nice and isolated. Don't have to worry about neighbors or anything. So there's that. But I guess I'm gonna pack up and leave this country life of living in the shipping container of going into the apartments. Okay. What do I want to do now? Let me unlock some more stuff. So, yeah, no, that's what I want to have. 5 is R, 6 is 4. This is, they're not ready yet. This one is making the still, which in turn is going to then make a kitchen. So I guess, if I had to guess, I would say that finishing the still would then make the kitchen. Maybe free food. I don't know. Only got one. Random scrap item. Cool. Oh, nice. That's where I sell scrap. That's all I do, right? I just sell it? I'm pretty sure. 36. Nice. Okay. Now let's do. Oh, I can reroll. Okay. Let me go to going green because I want to plant this seed wherever I need to. Okay. Greenway. Only need one more. I'll risk it. Oh, nice. Worth it. Damn, almost makes me, nah, it's fine. I'll just do it. I was gonna be like, maybe I should use it for something different. I probably should have, but oh well. What's this? The aviary. Aviary? Clear the overgrowth? Okay. Can I plant a seed when I'm done? Stop the rot. This place could be turned into a garden. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking that's what that is then. Okay, we got the stacks. We got those mushrooms in the aviary. I thought that was meant birdhouse. Like avian, Still have to go there. The commune. With all the hippies. But gotta end the cycle. Got nothing left. I only have so much. Only so much time in one cycle. Only so many dice to roll in one cycle. Okay, not the best roll, but also not the worst. I don't have enough for a stabilizer. I thought I got the perk where keep 2 dice even. If I'm like all the way down, I still have 2. Oh. Well, alright, whatever. Okay, do I want to reroll? Let's do it. Oh my gosh, that's an excellent roll. That's great. That is fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna do it here. Wait, no, not that. That's not what I meant. Here. Okay. then one more. Oops. Nice. Check it out. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a four-digit number printed on a receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. You arrive. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with a supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you passed, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey, sleeper, wait up! Lem's voice trembles. Okay, here they are, we got back. As he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you may turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lem! Good to see you, friend. He is breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team. Good for you. He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby, give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cry starts to fade. Her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. Shiny streaks in her cheeks. It's like poetry. As he does, you see he is clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Is Mina okay? She's good. We had to rush up here. He puts his hand on her shoulder, and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know what annoys sound from the entrance. A klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on the display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd and glances down at the crumpled number. That's my number. Shit, Mina. He starts patting the pockets of his gear and glancing around. Go, I'll watch her. He blinks a little, staring. Thank you, all. He crouches to Mina. You are going to stay with our friend here, okay? They're going to keep you safe, and he stands back up. Here, take her bag. He shoves it into your hand. She's got food. She's got... Shit, I have to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then Lem disappears into the rolling crowd who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look that you can't quite read. Hey, Mina. She holds the stare unmoving, the two parallel tears tracks still glint on her cheeks. You okay, Mina? She sniffs and looks down. Look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside it is a ragged rabbit, hand-sewn. Take the rabbit. You pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on rabbit. What's your name? Mina turns away and looks to the entrance of the shipyard. This isn't going well. Give her the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size. Hi, Bun Bun. You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. He doesn't speak, she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you, and then walks him in front of your arms. Walks you up your arms and to your shoulder where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Not really. She thinks. Me too. Mina has has more questions, lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long, you were talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes care of her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the ice heating pipes. Xena. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun, the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you, just as both of you are starting to yawn. He is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his leg, legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two get on okay? He asked, trying to keep Mina from climbing on his shoulders. More than okay. Mina shouts you a smile from Lem's arm. Shoots you smile. Shouts you a smile. I'm like, how do you manage that? Shoots you a smile from Lem's arm, sorry. Her suspicion gone. Well, looks like Meanie could be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend, I mean it. He gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. If you have time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves, and they stumble down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spacers as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor and Bryce squeals. Aw, cute. What's this? Oh. Backside, would you see another piece on, please? You have been promoted to assembly. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Oh, I already scaled that, that's right. I think I've unlocked basically everything now, right? Almost? Almost. Rotunda, Wetlock. B12, B2, I mean. Don't have enough yet. Oh, there. New unit, look at that. Oh, I can babysit her. I get a ticket out? Unless Lem gets time in the shipyard, he won't qualify for the sidereal crew lottery. Watching Mina gives him that chance. Aw, okay, well, alright, I'll watch her. Look at that. Okay, well, I need to make money. Is that supposed to be a coffee pot? What is that? Unit. I don't see how that's an apartment. I can't tell what that icon is. Looks like a coffee pot. Okay, I can make money here. No, I cannot. Damn. I thought they stayed there until I unloaded everything, but I guess I was wrong. Bar shift. Hopefully it's enough. All I need is 20 more. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, that's good. Good. Nice. Okay. End cycle. What time is it? Just checking something real quick. Okay. Alright. Okay, pretty good roll. Now let me make my money. You know, I like this because it's not too easy, at least the way I'm playing it, to keep everything on the up and up. Because you have to keep yourself stable or else you don't get all your dice. So, I feel like this is challenging in a good way, in a way where it's not boring, where it's like, you know, there's not really any consequences. Because I have to end cycles where I'm still hungry. If I don't have enough money. Because some games it gets kind of like easy. Things are kind of just given to you when you get to towards the end of the game, especially. Okay. So close to being a low ender. Okay. Well, since it's risky, I'll do that. Cool. Ooh, what's this? Castor? You cross between two walls of units, one of the cavernous streets at the center of the low end. The pressurized bridge is full of the clack of tabla, the shouts of children, the whir of air filters. Sleeper, you turned to see a man sitting at a tabla table alone, somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around. He gestures to the stool on the opposite side of the table. Sit. Sit. You sit at the metal stool, and he starts setting out a board with counters, or at least the filter caps low-enders typically use in their place. Castor, he says by the way of introduction, looking over his glasses. Night or day, he asks, gesturing at the caps, crudely sprayed white and black. I'll do night. I'm a sleeper. He nods. The black counters are already on your side. Let's begin. You take a plastic die, each pitted and worn, and roll to determine who starts. Castor rolls a 6. You roll a 4. I lead. He smiles and begins to move his first cap precisely along the board. Play passes back and forth between you, the dice changing hands as the caps spread along. My cat's acting all goofy. There must be a bug she's looking for or something. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. As it does, Castor speaks, eyes not leaving the caps. It is unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you. You take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. Play careful. After all, sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one, being emulated, I mean. As Castor talks, you build up a wall of caps, stacking them safely across the board. Progress is slow, but you remain unexposed. I don't mean to offend you, Castor meets your eye. I merely see that you are, by definition, different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What has been added? He slides a single cap onto an open point, a risk and an opportunity. He hands you the dice. Did you ever think about this, sleeper, and what you were before, and what you are now? Always. You roll a double 1 and solidify your wall. Castor whistles. The holding game. Commendable. It can be brave to build from what came before. He rolls the dice and leaps your wall in a single move. But we cannot idle too long, sleeper. The slower we move, the sooner we are caught. The past you move in, not just an idea, a concept for you. It is a living, breathing person. He looks up over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide. You split from them like a shadow splitting from its caster. That's his name. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry on with their lives unaware of your fate, so no matter what it may be. He hands you the dice, smiling. You are a branch severed from the main trunk, an offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak. You roll again, under pressure now, trying to slip your caps from under Castor's before he solidifies control of the game. So what I am curious about is how you see yourself in all this, Castor asks. What does this tangle of truth make you? Driven. Castor laughs. That much is obvious, sleeper. I can see it in your eyes. You are eager to make all this count for something. Castor looks away through the glass to the crowded units on all sides. But driven towards what? He starts removing caps. His home board now, full. Is there an end here, or just endurance? You try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game, but Castor clears his home board with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. If I feel I may have pushed too far, he slides another cap from the board. I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. You roll to return a cap to the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Castor claps his hands apologetically. You play well, really. Your weakness is not your game. He smiles warmly. We have much to learn from each other. He slides his glasses back up to his nose and sits back. I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data. His eyes glint with that last word. To our mutual benefit. He slides his final cap from the board. It is over. He has won. I'll see. Please, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. He holds up his palms. My intention is only to help you endure here, and if I am able, feed my curiosities. The game is over. You notice the bustle of the walkway once more, the call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments and reconciliations, They wash over you as you stand and leave, Castor nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's him. So, I can sell him these ones. Oh, do I have any? No, I don't have any. Just an all-in-one stop. I might just do that instead. I'll have to see which one pays more. He might pay more. Okay, I need a lot to put into her. Wasn't there another one that had not much left for me to put into it? Let me see. May have been one over here. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. That one does. But I'm not there yet. This one does. This one does, but that's like a quest. Gather scrap. Okay. I don't really feel like it, but I still gotta get those Garoli caps. Okay, I think I might go back. I feel like I should start from the beginning and go forward. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, wow, there is... I think that's to go forward. Well, that's a lot to do. Not starting that now. This one doesn't have any progress bar, I guess I'll call it. This one just has a time bar on it. This one does as well. That's for the distillery. So I think I'll unlock a kitchen. That one takes a couple cycles to get back. That's the exchange. The dispensary. Fabrication. Emphas. I don't have any, like, status bar on his, but apparently I can get stories, I guess, from him? I don't know. Okay. This is the apartment. Ravi's office. I guess Ravi's office. Sure. Do the one where we get energy. Okay. And then I don't need any more energy, but I could always use the cryo, so wait, there was a safe one. Is that the, no, it's not the bar, that's the oh, it's stacks. That's right. I'll go over there and make my money. Okay, these ones are safe to work at. Yep. And that's not bad for being safe. So let's see. Nice. Okay. I'm stable for the moment, so maybe I will collect. Oh, I thought I paid for those. I have to roll for them. Okay. Never mind then. Okay, well, back to the I don't think there's anything I need to buy or want to buy. So I think we're good there. Okay. Right, end cycle. Okay. Pretty good roll. Okay. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. I still enjoying this game. I honestly thought the way things were wrapping up that we were going to be done this session, but it looks like we're going to have to do maybe 1 or 2 more streams, I think. This also seems open-ended, so I have a feeling I could keep going. It probably, by the looks of it, the one end of the station has a lot of pieces you need to fill up the, the bar, the circle bar, whatever you want to call it. Meaning it's going to take a little bit. So I think that might be like a long-term goal that they want to put in place for you to play the game, to keep playing. So maybe if we get to that point, I'll stop, depending. Although if it gets to that point, I basically can just put all my dice in it and just keep cycling. So maybe not. We probably can. I think we can finish it together. I think we could get through all of it. I'm having a good time. Hope you guys are having a good time. It keeps showing me here that Citizen Sleeper 2 is announced, and I definitely will play it. It's an enjoyable game. It's a very interesting setup. I mean, I don't know if I want to say interesting, because it's not like it hasn't been done before, but it's not a type of game I usually go for. So in that, it's interesting for me personally. And the storyline is very interesting. It's basically the concept of if a clone, well, kind of. Because like when you think of just like clone theory or whatever, they're, at least when I think about it, clones are like two equal pieces. It's kind of like in Invincible with the two twin villain guys, the blue guys, big bulky guys, I don't remember their names. They're always joking about who's the clone and who's not, and they don't know, which is funny. So kind of like that, but in this one, you are a synthetic being. Like, you are for sure the branch off. You are not the original. There's no question about it. But like, are you that person? Like, if I were to do that and my consciousness was split in half, I kept the original, my other half got that body, would I basically just be like pissed at myself? Would I see the original as a different person, therefore be mad? Or being put into the same situation? Because it's a very interesting concept. It's very interesting to think. It's very thought-provoking. I think that's what I like about it. It's a very thought-provoking idea. Because are they just an offshoot? Are they their own person now? I mean, you think about twins. They branch off from the same point. Not willingly, obviously, but then come out, they have their own personalities. So I think that might affect. It's kind of like Rick and Morty with Beth. You got Beth and Space Beth. Same idea. Because, like, they're both their own person now. We don't know who the original is. Rick completely got rid of that, so we don't know. We have no clue. Which is, yeah. I don't know how I'd feel in that situation. If I were to willingly agree to it, that might be different. But definitely if it just kind of happened without my knowledge, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be cloned unknowingly. I know that much. I don't know if I'd like being around another me. I don't know. I don't know if I'd like to be with me. I don't think I like me that much. I think I'd annoy myself. Or maybe in that in itself would make the clone of me be like me. Therefore, we both want to avoid each other because we don't want to annoy each other. So maybe it would work. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Very weird thing. Are any of you guys twins? Do you have twins? There's like a connection, siblings, especially with twins, I hear. That has to be such a strange thing, just to be with somebody who looks exactly like you, but they're not you. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I don't know. I think it would be cool to have a twin. Even though I just said that I wouldn't want another me, but it's also a cool bond to have in your life. To have a twin, to have a sibling too, is a cool bond. And then if we go a step further, a Siamese twin. it's even closer. That's insane. And you know what the crazy thing is? A lot of them just don't want to be separated. They're just happy with each other, which is also just mind blowing to me, because it's like, I want my freedom, I want my space, I want to be by myself, but they have known nothing else, so they don't want anything else. So it makes sense, but it's just a very strange thing. Very, very thought provoking. See, we've branched off, just like the sleeper from the original. We've branched off onto other ideas. Are these ideas their own, or are they the original? Think about it. Trying to get philosophical. I was going to say psychological. Yeah, psychologically, philosophically. I'm trying to get things complicated, and this is when my mind starts to go, so that's why I have an easy time to keep going. But some people who are, like, not night people are just like, I don't even know what you're saying. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, my husband, he's not a night person, so, and I am. So I have these weird random questions, like to Val. It's like, hey Val, how many years until we become crabs? And he's like, why do you ask these questions? I don't know. He goes, go ask AI. I'm like, I want to ask you. I want to have a conversation with you. So, yeah. I was definitely the friend that likes staying up and telling secrets. I hear him. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking this out. I hope you guys are still enjoying the stream. I'm curious about your thought provocation that is occurring with this game, so go ahead and share it on the comments, in my chat, whatever. So thanks for stopping in. I enjoy my time with you guys. Thanks, bye.